Welcome back. Well, that deadly Ebola virus has been confirmed in the United States, and local health officials are preparing for the eventuality that local cases may arise.
Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Delon Brennan telling ZNS News today that global travel makes the spread of the disease inevitable.
We know there are going to be, at some point, passengers who are going to travel to the region that are going to have Ebola. Given the size of the outbreak in West and Central Africa, you know it's going to continue to grow. All of the projections through CDC, through the World Health Organization and the Pan American Health Organization say this is going to grow significantly from where it is over the next few months.
Agriculture Minister, well, before we get to that, more on that preparation that is being made or that is happening at this point tomorrow in our edition of The Bahamas Tonight.
Now to the Agriculture Minister. Alfred Gray says that vendors at Arawak and Potter's Key still owe $60,000 in lease fees. 2 years ago, government started its collection campaign as an audit revealed that they owed more than $500,000. Gray says many of the vendors have paid up and there are others who have not.
I'm advised that there are a few vendors who have fallen behind in the agreement which they had made with us, and that is of concern. But I also know that things are tight, and we encourage them to pay whatever they can on these agreements until things get better. The only people that we will not allow to get away with not paying, not in accordance with the agreement, are those people who pay nothing at all. We have taken some stalls back and given to others who will be willing to pay for them.
The production of license plates for motorists across the country is the sole responsibility of the Ministry of Works and not the Road Traffic Department. This coming from the new Road Traffic Controller, Ross Smith, who says for years the department has been challenged with getting sufficient license plates to meet the demands.
For the last few months that has been problematic. While it's not a new issue, it's been around for years. I can date back to maybe the 80s, okay, where they had these issues with license plate. And so most controllers who were in know what the problems are. And many of them can explain this better than I can, because they were here 5 years and I've just been here 6 months, But that's one of the issues. However, we believe we have come to a point where we are now ready to correct that.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Works, Colin Higgs, confirmed to our news team that the Ministry of Works has had some difficulties getting the materials needed to print license plates and is expected to have those materials by the end of the week. In the meantime, Smith says the Road Traffic Department has sought an alternative to assist with the shortage.
We have asked others who have had a large amount of plates, if they would like to turn them in to the Road Traffic Department. They were invited to write the controller and list the plates that they're turning over to the controller of road traffic. And we've gotten quite a number of them from the police that we have used today. We began using them today because we got the letter yesterday, and then we were able to put those into circulation today.
The Constitutional Commission takes its education campaign to Spanish Wells Eleuthera. We'll tell you all about it straight ahead.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Charisma Robinson. Brookfield U.S. Holdings, owners of Kersner International here in New Providence, is now the owner of Revel, a bankruptcy luxury casino hotel that cost $2.4 billion to build and sold for $110 million. A Brookfield spokesman said the company intends to reopen Revel as a casino pending state and court approvals. Brookfield also owns the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. The Grand Bahama Port Authority advises that there is absolutely no need for panic among Grand Bahama Port Authority licensees, local and national residents, and other stakeholders as negotiations related to the expiration of real property taxes and other incentives associated with the Hawksbill Creek Agreement begin next year, August. A Port Authority statement indicated that the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce's Vision 2015 and beyond paper represent to the government this week continues to make waves, and the public needs to be reminded that the document is nothing more than findings and recommendations. And in international business, global oil prices have fallen to their lowest level in more than 2 years after Saudi Arabia cut its official selling price. Concerns of oversupply after high output in the U.S. together with forecasts of lower global demand by International Energy Agency are driving prices down. U.S. light crude dipped below $90 for the first time in 17 months. And that's your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Charisma Robinson.